Hi guys, it's Angie Bell with My Fairy Treasures. Okay, you guys, I want to share with you guys today painting and drawing and watercoloring with the Jane Davenport watercolors. I got them in. I should explain a quick story really quickly about these watercolors. I have been searching like an insane person for these watercolors. Okay, so this is, you know what, I don't want to, okay, it's okay, it's dry. This is the gold palette, which is the neutrals. And then this one is like in turquoise. You guys have all seen it. I really can't do it because I have some watercolors on here that I don't want to drip off and everything else. So anyway, that's the Brights palette, which I love. And I have to give a special thank you to Xandra. She's a beautiful, wonderful crafter. I will put Xandra's link below. It's Scraps to Beauty by Xandra. And she's on YouTube, and she also has a Ustream show also. And she was so sweet. I was watching one of her Ustreams, and we were all just talking, and I said, I can't find the Brights palette, or I can't find Jane Davenport's Bright palette or neutrals. I've been looking for like 2 or 3 weeks now, and it's just like I have to go there every week, and they never have it at Michael's. Just, oh, I'm going to Michael's tomorrow. I'll see if they have it. If it is, do you want me to pick it up? And I said, oh my gosh, yes. She picked this up. She sent this to me priority. It got to me in like a day, like 2 days. It was incredible. So Xandra, thank you so much. I am so flippin' excited that I've already started using it, you guys. So excited. And I love her colors. Her colors are phenomenal. I can tell that she really designed her colors after Daniel Smith, and they're even more gorgeous than Daniel Smith colors. I'm telling you guys, I absolutely love them. I think they're absolutely beautiful. So I want to just give a special thank you to Xandra for getting these to me. Thank you so much. And real quick to add to the story, what I thought was funny is, so Xandra has these being sent to me. I'm so excited. And I was going on eBay. I'll let you guys look at something. I was going on eBay, and I wanted to see if they have them on eBay, because, I have everything on eBay. Well, people were selling for $60 on eBay, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not paying $60. And my husband, at the same time Xandra's sending them to me, I went back on eBay, and I thought, let me just look and see if the price has gone down, or maybe I'll spend the $60. I don't know. This was like before Xandra had said that she would pick them up for me. I told my husband, I go, oh my gosh, I was kind of thinking like maybe I'll just pay the $60. Maybe. I go, there's no more on there. There's no more watercolor, Jane Davenport watercolors. They're all gone. At $60, people bought them. I said, crazy. My husband was one of the crazy people who bought one of the palettes for me. So while Xandra's sending me the two, the Brights and the neutrals, he bought me the neutrals. So I have 2 neutral palettes and a Bright now. I'm so flippin' excited. So I am stocked up on, I went from having none and searching to being fully stocked. So super excited. Thank you to Xandra. Thank you to my husband. Thank you to everybody who is, I'm so happy. You guys know I just love Jane Davenport. I'm a huge fan. Okay, so I want to show you guys, I said I was going to take one of my books and dedicate it to like just experimenting with the colors and stuff. So I set my book up just so you guys can kind of see. I put the cover on. I have her beautiful pin on here. Her thing. Not pin, but charm. I love it. I put my little thing in here so you can put stuff in here when you're traveling. And so what I did is I went ahead and tested. These are the neutrals. Just so you guys can see that this is Cocoa. They're so gorgeous. Kiss, Spice, Buff, Sand. And this is the dark, and this is it watered down, lighter. So we can kind of get, so I will know the difference between both of them. This is called Vitamin C. Gorgeous. This is called Raven. It's a black color. This is Unicorn. It's like a white. Gray. This is Dove. Don't you guys love the names? Blueberry and Apple. I love the flippin' names. And then Mango. Gorgeous. This would be really pretty. I like that yellow for as a gold color when you're going to make something like a gold crown. That's a good, beautiful base color. Okay, Jane Davenport Brights. And these Brights are fabulous. I am in love with these Brights. This is Inca. This is Royal Blue. Mystic. Frida. Don't you love that? Mystic, Royal, Frida. Oh, I love that. Fairy Tale. Look how pretty Fairy Tale is. Best Friend. Oh, love. And this is, what is this one? Oh, Jiminy, like Jiminy Cricket. So cute. Is there more on the back? Or is that it? Yeah, there's more. Okay. So continued, there's mermaids. Oh, look at that. How beautiful it is. Mermaid, you guys, isn't that the best? 70s eyeshadow. Love it. Butterfly. Look how pretty the blue is. Ladybug. It's a really pretty color. And then Buzzy. Is that what it is? Yeah, I think it's Buzzy. Let me just check on my thing. Read my own damn handwriting. Yeah, Buzzy. For that yellow. So anyway, these were all the colors. So I made myself a swatch. The other thing I did was I wanted to play around with skin tone colors. And I told you guys I'm really into like blending, not blending, but laying down colors that are surrounding the face for more shading and to give a more colorful face. So I started experimenting. Like this is Kiss and Cocoa mixed together for the base coat. And then I dropped in purple and other colors in her face. Here I mixed Kiss and Vitamin C. So you can see the skin tone there. And then I shade it with purple and blue and all kinds of colors. And then down here, I used, what did I use down here? Oh, I didn't use anything. I only used this Faber-Castell. I start everything with this color here. It's just a nice peachy color that gets the white off the page and sets you up for nice watercoloring. And it also plans out the face of where you want the shading and the highlights at. So I'll be doing that the same thing here. But I just used this gelato color right here. And it's called, what is the name? Just Peach. Okay. And that's what it looks like. And that's just this with peach. And then I used an orangey. I used orange, believe it or not, to do a bunch of shading. I did a bunch of purple, and then I used some orange and just laid some orange in here and here. It's like an orangey red color. I think it was vitamin C actually that I used, and it came out really pretty. So, and then I dripped some on the neck with here, and anyway, so I just played around with different facial techniques. And this stamp right here is one of her stamps, which I absolutely love this stamp. And I got this stamp, I mean, I draw and everything, but the reason I got it was so I can just quickly, when I want to play around with some faces and I want to play around with different skin tones and dropping in different kinds of coloring, I can just take a stamp really quick and have a face. And that's what I did. I used this one and I just stamped it really quickly. So that's why I got these stamps. Okay, so, and then I set my book up like this. And then I set up my next one here. I got to put some more papers in here, which I haven't done yet, but we'll get it in there. So I'm using this and I'm loving it. Love it. Look how pretty it is. Everything. Okay, so let's, oh, and then I wanted to show you guys, I took the papers that I'm working on, the mixed media paper or her watercolor paper. It was in this book and I took it out. I took it out of here and cut it out, and then I'll put it back in the book when we're done. And the reason I did that is because I wanted to make some copies of the sketch I did, so I have that in my computer. And then I also want to be able to copy this into my computer after I'm done coloring this too. So that if I want to share this picture with my friends or anything like that, I can. So anyway. I'm going to put the book away. So now I tore those out and they're right here. Okay, so now I told you this. My goal this year is to paint and draw as many, for me to paint and draw as many versions, my own versions of Disney characters. And so I did my version of Tinkerbell. And then I did this whole little world around her. Let me make sure you guys are seeing it all. Yeah. And I made this whole little pretty world around her, a little magical world. I drew all of it in, and then I used the Jane Davenport watercolors, and I gave her a base coat, okay? So I base coated it all, okay, with her colors. And then I'm going to do, what I want to do on camera is I want to do her face and the skin and the eyes and all of that. And then what I like to do is I like to start taking pencil and start doing all the shading. And that really starts bringing everything alive. Like I've already shaded this this mushroom. Look at the difference. I haven't shaded this side of the mushroom, but I shaded this side. Look at the difference of how it just brings it alive. Everything just comes alive. So I like how the background turned out. I did a really wet on wet technique. I wet this whole thing and then I dropped the watercolor in and it just really meshed together really well for the backdrop. Okay, so let's start in on the face. And like I said, I always start with this color here, this this Gelato Peach. No matter how dark a skin tone I'm going to get, which I'm going to do a darker skin tone today, I always start with this, and this lays down my pattern, and it also, of where I'm shading and where I'm highlighting, and it also lays down a foundation for me to watercolor over. Gets rid of the white paper. Okay. Let me make sure that everything's going good on here. Just a second. Yeah, you know what? I need to get my little glasses on, my little readers. Okay. Everything's so much nicer with the readers on. Okay, let's see if we can get this going. I'm just trying to get this going here. Okay, we got it. Hopefully this isn't gonna... Oh, no, I'm good. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna lay in... This is where I'm putting the shadowing is everywhere that the skin tone color is gonna go and shade everything. And what I leave white is going to be the highlight part. So, and if some pink comes out, perfect, because there's going to be pink in the skin anyway for shading too. It's going to be one of the shading colors. So if I start pulling a little bit of like anything, like see how I pulled that teal, it's fine, because there's going to be teal anyway in the skin tone. So we'll just pull it now. I like that look where like the color that's surrounding her face, it starts bouncing off onto the skin. I think that looks so pretty. It's a very painterly look. I think it's really pretty. Okay. Okay. See, I'm leaving some highlights right there. Same thing here. Let me get my brush wet again. Okay. Okay, so then we'll come up here. Okay, see how we're leaving like down the center of the nose white? Okay, we're going to leave a little bit of highlight right there. Okay, so we left some highlight here, we left some highlight there, we left some highlight up here on the forehead a little bit. Okay. Right there. And we left some highlight down the center of the nose. And now we'll come down here on the neck and we will start mapping that in. Where we're going to have all that. And I hope that's showing up on the camera. It's really, really light. But hopefully it starts. Okay. Okay, right here, I'm leaving a little highlight spot right there in the center. Here, I'm leaving a little highlight right here on the chest. Okay. So right here, I'm leaving a little highlight right there. Gonna cover all this. And then we'll leave a little bit of a highlight down the center right here of the arm. Like I said, it's really light, so it's hard for you to maybe see it. Hopefully not. Hopefully you guys are seeing it. I'm going to look in the camera here in just a second and see what you guys are seeing. Okay. Let me check the camera real quick, guys, and let me see what you guys are seeing. Yeah, okay, cool. You can already start seeing how I started shading her. Okay. So, now we're going to go to the neutral palette, and I'm going to I'm going to mix Kiss with a tiny bit of the cocoa, and this makes a really pretty kind of nice darker skin tone. That was one of the ones that was in the Jane Davenport journal that I was experimenting with. Okay, so let me... So you guys, just a second, I'm right now just mixing them over here on the side, mixing in my palette real quick just to get this skin tone going. Okay. And I always have a little piece of paper on the side going so I can see. Yeah, I'm liking that. All right, so here we go. So let's start shading this in. Okay. Okay. Sorry guys, I got a little quiet there. I started focusing. Okay. Okay. And then like right here, I just want to blend that out a little bit so it looks a little more natural. With her watercolors, I do notice though that you do need to, if you see something that needs to be like smoothed out a little bit, get back to it as soon as you can, because it does reactivate with water because it's watercolor, but it reacts the best if you get back to it right away. See how I was kind of creating a harsh line right there? I don't want to create a harsh line. I want it to kind of, you know, watercolor in. There we go. All right. So now let's go down to the neck and start putting the color in there, the skin tone in there. And just a second, guys, I gotta make some more color. Okay, let's see how that looks. Okay, there we go. I think we got it. Sometimes it's hard when you're just mixing up on the side really quick to get that right. Let me try it again. You guys, I'm just trying to get the skin tone color right again. I had ran out. Okay, got it. Okay, got it. Okay, so let's go ahead and start dropping all that in. Okay. Okay, we'll bring that here along the skin tone here. We'll leave that right there. And we'll leave some little highlight right there too. We need to soften that. And we'll bring this down here. And we'll bring it down here. Okay. I just kind of go over it again just to kind of like make sure there's not a harsh line left. Which I know it's kind of crazy to say with watercolor, but when you're trying to get the watercolor in a certain spot. Okay. That needs to kind of soften up right there. That kind of looks kind of crazy. Okay, there we go. And the same thing here. Perfect. I like it better on the arms there. And they're nice and dark here. Okay. That looks good. Okay. So now we have all of our shading in and all of our got our highlighting in. So let me just open this up a little bit more here for the highlight. Okay, let me see what you guys are seeing really quickly. Okay, so we have her all shaded in. All right, so now I want to start laying in some color. And you know what, before I start laying in some color on her face, I want to lay in her eyes. I'm going to use the Brights palette. And also, let me check my camera. Let's see what we are with time. Okay, I want to lay in some, I want to lay her eye color in. Okay, I've been doing this and I think it's cool. I want to do one purple eye and one teal eye. So, let me look at my, actually I'm going to look at my book here real quick because I have the colors that I want to use. Okay, so it's Jiminy Cricket and then there's that color. Okay, so I know the colors I want to use. I want to use, which I think is this one. Yeah, this is this one. Okay. I already have some out, so it's perfect. So I want to use this color here. Jesus, that was somebody in our neighborhood who just went down the street like a crazy person. Okay. So we want to lay some. Oh, it's too wet. See if I can get this so it's not too wet. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to lay that in. Okay. Alrighty, there we go. God, I'm focusing hard today. I don't know. Some days you're focusing harder than you are other days. I don't know why I'm focusing so much. Okay, and then let's see about this color here. This purple color. Yeah. And then I want to do this other eye purple. Jane Davenport did that, and I thought it was so cool. It's actually not the purple I want. And I thought, oh, that's so cool. I want to do that a lot. I want to, let me see where I'm at. I got the, okay, the Inca color here, and then the royal. Okay, I want to do a royal purple, so just a second. Okay, yeah, perfect. That's pretty. It's a little bit too dark. So you guys, what I'm doing over here is I'm mixing on my palette, so. Let's put this purple in here. Yeah, that's the purple I wanted. Okay. And believe me, there's still going to be pencil done and shading and all of that in there, so that's not going to, they're not going to be plain like that. There's all kinds of, there's some shading that's going to go in the corners. There's catch lights that are going to be put in there. We're going to redefine the eye with, with some, you know, using my microns. But just look how that just, how she's come alive with the highlighting and everything. Okay. Now let's go in with some purple shading. That same shading color I used for the, that I just used for the eyes. I think is what we're going to use for the skin here. Into Royal. Yeah, definitely going to use this purple for that. Okay, so we're going to go in and we're going to do some shading with this purple. And we're going to let some of that purple just come on down onto the neck and here. And then after you do that, I don't want it to look too like a line, so get right to it and start blending that a little bit. Okay, so it's not too much of a line, so it doesn't look like a line. There we go. And yes, can you do it so there's not a line right away? Yes, of course you can. That's probably better to do it that way. Maybe wet it a little bit, the paper a little bit, and then that way you won't have to go back and soften everything up so it looks more watercolory. But you also lose control. But then you're also supposed to lose control with watercolor. So sometimes I need to like lighten up and stop trying to like be in such control of my watercoloring. But I'm doing pretty good because I came from, you know, coming from using a lot of pencil and a lot of alcohol markers where you have like a ton of control. So I have made the switch, but okay. From there, I want to see how there's this blue here. I want to start placing some of that blue color into the skin. Mermaid. So we have that, and then we have the mermaid. Okay. I think I have some of that up here. Yeah, I do. So this is where I'm just going to start placing color into the face. That's going to bounce off onto the face like that. Okay, and we're going to put some here. It's going to bounce off into the face, and some down into here and into here. Okay, and we can have some come right up into the shoulders a little bit. Okay, and just let that, don't keep playing with it too much. Let it kind of naturally do its own thing of how it's going to lay in there and how it's going to dry. We could get a little bit, yeah, let me just get a little bit. It can get a little crazy. Let's back that up a little bit. Yeah, oh, I just backed it up too much. All right, so we'll do that again. There we go. Okay, there we go. That's what we wanted. Okay, I like that. And let's just get this blended out a little bit more onto the skin. If you feel like it's getting too, like it's not how you want it how you want it blending, just add a little water and you'll get it how you want it. At the same time, not trying to control it too much, but you know, if it's not looking right, it's not looking right, so. Okay. And then this here needs to be blended in a little bit more. Perfect. And then the other thing I would like to see here, down here too, is just to like have this blended out a little bit more with the skin tone. I'm going to bring that in a little bit. Okay. We're going to bring that in here a little bit more. There we go. So it looks a little more natural there. Okay, perfect. Okay. All right. And then also I want to bring a little bit of the blue, this blue color here, onto the skin, and maybe a little bit of this purple or this little pink color. And let me see where that is. That is, I got my dark blue, purple, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I'm just now learning all where the colors are at, like on my chart, to where they are in the palette. So I just started working with all of this. So we'll lay some color in here so that, see how there's pink in the sky there? Now it's bouncing off onto her skin. Okay. I like that. That looks good. We'll see how that dries. Okay. And we could put some of it in the sky and some right here. That looks good. Now we need some of this blue color bouncing off onto her neck. So we'll do that next. So we're going to put some of that right into here and let that kind of bounce off into here. That looks good. And we can have a little bit of that green color or the teal color. We can have a little of that coming here too, because her suit, her dress that she's wearing could have some colors bouncing off right here too. Cool. All right. And this right here, this just needs to be more watercolory looking. It's just too placed. Okay. And then we're going to now, I'm going to take this color here, and what color is that called? It's a color that's in her hair. It's these colors right here. Frida, Fairy Tale, and this. And I think I want to take either this one or this one. I think we're going to take Fairy Tale. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to take Fairy Tale, and we're going to really put that on her skin right there as a really nice shade color that's really bouncing off onto right into here. It's going to really, really bounce off. Okay. I think it looks really cool. And we're going to put that right into here. So it's almost going to be like blush, but at the same time it's going to be also like what's bouncing off from her hair. Okay. That looks really cool. I am loving it. So cool. And we can even just bring that right up into the, right there. Bring this right up into the hairline here. Loving. I also want to put some of the deeper purple color. Hopefully that's what this is. Yeah. Underneath the eye, this is a little bit of a nice shadow underneath the eye. It's right there. So we're going to take a little bit right here. Okay. Okay. Got it a little bit thicker than I wanted to get it. We'll remove some of that. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. And we'll just soften that up right there. And if a little bit gets into the white of the eye, perfect. I want to see a little bit of that purple bouncing into the eyeball. Perfect. Oh my God, you guys, I am loving this. I don't know if you guys are a fan of this painterly look, but I am. I've been seeing different artists do this. In fact, Jane Davenport, she's a big fan of this. She has all kinds of colors always bouncing up into all her skin tones of her artwork, and I think it is fabulous. I love it. Okay, I'm going to bounce some of that into here, right there. Let's take a little bit more right here. Okay. We'll let that I'll just sit right there and see how that looks. Just a second. Let me just kind of like make sure that there's blend into nothingness right there. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so I think that's looking really good. Let me just look in the camera and make sure of what you guys are seeing. Oh my gosh, she looks so cute. So cute. Okay, what do we want to do next? Oh, I do want to take that pink color and put some of that down on the skin down here, like some of that, especially, you know, got that hair going. That could bounce off of anything. And we're going to put some of that just in through here, just so we have some stuff bouncing, some of the tones from her hair bouncing off into right here. And where else do we want to do it? We'll go right here. We'll go right here. Maybe we'll put a little bit right through here. Let's see how we like that. Yeah, I don't think I like that. That's the thing that's nice about watercolor. If you don't like something and you do it quick enough, you can remove a lot of it anyway, because it's, you know, it'll reconstitute. But if you do it right away, oh, you can really remove it. Okay, this needs to blend up into nothing. Okay, there we go. I like that. Perfect. Now I want to, I've lost a little bit of the purple right there in the corner, because you always need that deeper shading right in through here. So I just want to throw in a little bit more of that deeper shading again back here. So we have all that right in through the right in through there. Okay. Oh, I'm loving that. I think that looks so pretty. Okay, now we need to do her lips. So, you know what? I think her lips would look fabulous being that pink color, matching her cheeks and her hair. Do the lips, or should I do the lips with purple? I think her. Let's try it, because if I don't like it, I can just remove it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yeah, I love her lips this color. And then what I do here is I will go in with pencil on the outside and line her lips and really, really make those lips really, really juicy. I wonder if I like that or if I'd rather have purple lips. You know what, you guys? I don't like those. I'd rather almost have purple. So let's just, I think, remove that. Yeah. Well, I think I want to do her lips in purple. So let me try that. And I might do a light, I am going to do a really light purple called Mystic. So 1, 2, 3. We'll go right here. Yeah, we're going to do a really light purple, a lighter purple for the lips, because then we're going to line her lips with a deeper purple. Yeah, this is what I wanted. Then we'll line her lips with a deeper purple pencil. Very pretty. There we go. That looks better. Do you guys think so? Okay. Absolutely loving this. Okay, we need to do something with her little eyelids up here. Gotta decide what we want to do there with the color. Let me look at my time. Okay, guys, you know, I'm not sure what I want to do with the lids here as far as what color I want to put up there. Let's do purple. When all else, we'll do the deeper purple too. When all else fails, purple. You guys know me. You guys have learned that purple is like my favorite color. It's like ridiculous how much I love purple. Okay. I need to get that color a little bit more. There we go. It's kind of too dark, but we'll lighten it up in a second. And I'm also at the end going to also put stickles on her. Like her hair is going to have stickles, I think. And her eyeshadow will have stickles. We are going to stickle her up when we're done. Okay. I think that looks really pretty. Okay, what do I want to do next? Oh, I want to finish up these eyes. So you guys, I need to, we're going to get the pencil out on the eyes. We're going to line her eyes more. We're going to put the catch lights in. We're going to make her come alive right now with these eyes. So just excuse me while I dry this with the dryer really quick. Sorry guys, I'm plugging my dryer in. Okay, here we go.